Hustle list. A hustle is like an opportunity that a company chases in order to win new business. This page will be empty when you get started. Click at the top here to create a new hustle. Enter the title of the hustle. Select the source of the hustle from the drop-down menu. The source is how you acquired the lead. Enter the name of the company or organization. Enter the company email address. Enter the contact phone number. Enter the status of the hustle. If it is a new lead, select either lead or opportunity. Enter the financial value of the hustle. This is the amount of money the project, deal or opportunity would be worth if your company wins it. When you create a hustle, you will be set as the default owner. Save the form. Your newly added hustle will be shown under the Active Hustles tab. Won hustles will be shown here, then lost hustles will be here. Let us go back to the active hustles. If you click on the action column, you will see the following options. 1. Option to convert the hustle. Select this option if you manage to win the opportunity. 2. Option to update the hustle to lost opportunity. 3. Option to edit the hustle information. 4. Option to view the hustle detail. 5. Option to duplicate the hustle. And 6. Option to delete the hustle. Click on the Edit Hustle option. You will be routed to the Edit Hustle page, where you can enter more information about the hustle. Enter the priority of the hustle here. Enter the detailed description of the hustle here. Describe what the hustle is about. Enter the company website, company size and company industry here. Enter the address line 1. Enter the city. Select the country location. Enter the province or state. Enter the postal or zip code. You can also enter social media links here if you have them. Enter the hustle budget here. This is the allowance you have to spend on acquiring this business, otherwise known as the cost of acquisition of the client. When you are happy with all the information entered, save the form. You will be routed to the hustle detailed page. This is where all the information and data about the hustle is saved. You can save 1. The basic information about the hustle. 2. Contacts related to the hustle. 3. Expenses incurred chasing the hustle. 4. Meetings you have internally and with the contacts relating to the hustle. 5. Any documents related to the hustle and 6. Hustle notes. Let us start with the contacts. You can either 1. Enter a contact manually or select from the list. This is the list of all contacts already saved for your business. To select from the list, press this button. Select a name from the drop-down menu, and add this contact. You can add new expenses related to the hustle. For example, say you had to entertain the potential client and incurred some costs that you need to report for accounting purposes. Press this button to add new expense. Enter the title of the expense. Enter the item price. Enter the quantity. Select the type of expense from the drop-down menu. Select the vendor. Attach any supporting documents, such as receipts and invoices. This is optional. Pick an expense date from the calendar. This is also optional. Press this button to save the expense. Now let us explore sales meetings. When you have a meeting with a potential client, you might want to record the meeting details for future reference. and also for other team members to understand what was discussed. If you ever leave the project, the notes will always be there for reference. Press this button to add a new meeting. Enter the meeting title. Select if you want to include meeting link in description. Enter the meeting description here. Enter the meeting date. Enter the time the meeting is going to start. Enter the duration of the meeting. Save the meeting. You will now see your meeting on a list. Press this button to view the meeting details. There are a few use cases for meeting details. 1. You can use this page to send out meeting invites to attendees. 2. You can use this page as a place to capture minutes of meeting, action items, and 3. You can immediately email these minutes of meeting to attendees for their records. In addition, the records will always remain here for future reference. Before you can send minutes of meeting, start by adding attendees. Press this button to add a meeting attendee. You can 1. Select an attendee from the employee list, or 2. Add an attendee manually. Enter the first name of the attendee. Enter their last name. Enter their email address. Finally, save the form. Add another attendee. This time I will add myself as the meeting host. You can now send meeting invites to the attendees. Press this button to send out meeting invites. Select your time zone from the drop-down menu. Send the invite. Meeting invite was sent successfully. The meeting invite will look like this. Simply add it to your calendar and you are good to go. During the meeting, record action items as required. To record an action item, click here. Enter the title of the action. Enter the details here. Enter the responsible person. Enter the due date for the action. Add other meetings as required. These two action buttons at the bottom here allow you to 1. Review minutes of meeting in PDF. 2. Email minutes of meeting to all attendees. To view minutes, click here and a PDF document will open. You can see the meeting details, attendees, and actions. You can print or save this document as required. If you press this button, the same document will be emailed to all attendees. Let us navigate to the Documents tab. You can upload any documents here related to the hustle. Let us navigate to the Notes tab. You can add any notes related to the hustle here. If you look at the buttons at the top of the page, 1. Use this button to access the Edit Hustle page. 2. Use this button to access the Hustle List page, and 3. Use this button to view the sales funnel. Press the Hustle List button to navigate back to where we started. To upload a CSV with hustles, click here. Read these instructions carefully before you proceed. Click here to download a hustle spreadsheet template to edit. The spreadsheet will look like this. Here you can add your own records of the hustles. For important things to remember. 1. Minimum required columns. You need to provide at least the title, company name, and company email of the hustle. You can leave other columns blank, but do not delete them. 2. For currency, make sure it is numbers only. For decimals, enter them like 1234.56. 3. The date format should be DDMMYYYY, exactly, or this column will be ignored and today's date will be used instead. 4. Do not change the headings, order of columns, or delete any columns from the example spreadsheet or the upload will fail. When you are done adding your data, export the spreadsheet to CSV. Now let us go back to Skhokho. Click here to attach the CSV file. Upload the file. Each hustle will be displayed under one of these tabs, depending on the hustle status.